It's Isaac's birthday!
Yes!
Happy birthday to you! But we can't see them.
There's Isaac. Isaac sees us.
It's Isaac's birthday! So Isaac and I snuck out of the house this morning. Not too early though. We both wanted to sleep in, and our plan was to go running in Schönbrunn. But as we got on to the metro, we were like, wait a minute, let's go explore. So now I'm in my running clothes in downtown Vienna. And where do you want to hit?
The Austrian National Library.
The fact that he chose the library, like, you are definitely my son.
Yeah.
This kid is the coolest teenager I know and one of my favorite exploring buddies. He and I are definitely on the same page about stopping and reading facts and looking up information, and super fun. Jeremy would be so proud of me. I just used Apple Pay for the first time. He's right. It's really easy. Isaac's full of good questions. He's wondering how they organize all of these books and how they painted all of this. So this is called the State Hall, and it was built from 1723 to 1726, and all these frescoes on the ceiling were finished in 1730 by the court painter. Today the State Hall hosts 200,000 books from 1501 to 1850.
Happy birthday, dear Isaac! Happy birthday to you! It's a fruit bowl I made for you. And Mom.
And Nene helped a lot.
Yeah, we all
You guys have been working hard. For Isaac's birthday cake, we decided to try one each of a bunch of different tortas and obviously apple strudel. It's your birthday, buddy!
Yay.
You can just pass on the presents if you don't want to.
No, I want the presents.
Yeah, I'll take them.
Just because we're traveling the world doesn't mean we can't celebrate you with a gift or two.
Yay.
And a nene
There's
snuggle.
a Lord and dog.
It's a family dog pile.
I didn't exactly have wrapping paper, and so we are using these bags. These are our shopping bags. We just makeshift wrapped it up. 2, 3. Yes! And the first present of the day.
It's a drink from Vienna.
Yes!
Fruit bubbles! Fruit bubbles! There could be something else. And chocolate.
Chocolate!
From Austria.
Okay, so we got you some Austrian treats for you to try. And
I'm
strip
very
waffles.
excited for fruit waffles, and we've seen this. It's right next to the Stefan Stone.
Ready for the last present.
So light. Is the present the bag? An apple one! That's actually a really, really good present.
We surprised him.
It's something very small that you can take on the trip with you.
Yes!
Isaac loves data.
Yes!
And-
now I can track my steps even more accurately.
Yeah.
And you can go running with it, and
Yes.
you can do all sorts of stuff. We're looking for some sort of candles for his birthday cake. So far, the front runner is this electric candle that he can pretend
We
to
just
blow
need a
out.
lighter.
We need a lighter. That'll help.
So there was a matchbox on top of the fireplace.
That actually makes a lot of sense. And then we found these candles, and we will sing happy birthday to you.
Yay!
Can we start the match? Yeah, that is definitely the spot. There it goes.
Happy
birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Isaac. Happy birthday to you.
Yay, I'm 15. I think I'd rather have a birthday party like this in Vienna than an epic birthday party at home.
Well, that's a good attitude to have because that's what we are doing.
Instead of getting one big cake, me and Mom found all of these little tortas, and we're gonna get to
Sample
try out
them
a
all.
bit of all of them.
Yeah, so this is his birthday cake this year.
So good.
This is Sacher Torta, which is Vienna's famous cake. It's chocolate with an apricot something or other.
Cool.
They're big into apricot here.
It's appropriate that we have an apricot tree that is ripe right now.
And in Sweden, they like pear.
This is Isaac's birthday cake.
So cool.
That's good.
All right, which one's your fave?
I like this lemon one, but these two are also really close. The Zucker torta is good. I'm just not feeling chocolate right now as much as I am the powdered sugar. Oh, goodness.
She's feeling chocolate. Caleb is eating Nutella on gluten-free toast for now.
Could you save a tiny bit?
We'll be getting ice cream later.
All of our kids are getting really familiar with the subway. Elise just routed out exactly where we're going. Usually I like to walk.
So when Kendra was here for her study abroad, this was the exit she got on and off for her flat, which was right up here.
When I lived here, the person above us was in the Vienna orchestra, and so we would hear the violin.
Just like right now.
So these two windows were the front room, and these two windows right here were my bedroom that I shared with my roommate, and this was my view. Pretty.
So just across the street from where Kendra stayed is the big marketplace here in Vienna. What's it called, Kendra?
This is called the Naschmarkt. And the big rule here for our kids is don't touch anything.
I keep seeing these dried watermelon pieces, and I want to try it.
You're on her way to school and buying an apple or some berries or something. That's what I would do.
Is that dried watermelon?
Yeah. And that looks like melon.
Maybe we could buy a bag of it right here. We're getting some dried fruit. I'm so happy. Yeah, so Vienna continues to be the place where you need cash. That wasn't the case in Stockholm or in Copenhagen.
Found it.
Got the money.
Just paid $10 for ours.
We should have shopped around and negotiated.
I would eat these kebab sandwiches. They used to be cheaper.
This is one of those times where I wish we could have smell-o-vision, and you could smell as you pass by the olives, you can smell the olives and the fruits and the gyro, I don't know how you say it, but you can smell all the different foods as you're going by. That really adds to the experience. So you're just gonna have to imagine it. No, I just got a whiff of trash and cigarettes. All right, Caleb needed to go to the bathroom. Luckily, one of the kids is always needing to go to the bathroom, so I'm always able to go as well.
Because you always want to.
All right, now we're gonna catch up with everyone else at Karl's church. Karlsplatz. So Kendra explained that when she was a student here, she would come to this church, she would journal, daydream. It was one of her favorite places to be. Well, we found a park. How's the watermelon flavor?
It's actually really good.
I would have thought so.
So good.
Why in the world do we not have dried watermelon in the States?
I'm pretty sure watermelon is like. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be really good.
So how do they dry it?
How do they dry it? Like literally, if you have a watermelon in your hands, you can literally just squish it to nothing.
With all the kids having fun here at the park, the boys playing soccer, Laura and Janae here playing, just Elise and I are gonna go into the church. Forgot to bring cash. Again, so we're walking back to the bag to get the cash to go into the church. So when Kendra was a student, you didn't have to pay to get in. Now, obviously, it's more of a tourist destination, I guess.
Yeah.
So Elise and I are gonna go check it out. We have the money. So in the early 1700s, they had a huge plague here in Vienna. At the end of it, the emperor at the time, Charles, created statues and this church in the name of St. Charles, who was the healer of plagues. Vivaldi lived right by here and was buried at the cemetery right here. And so they often play music here of Vivaldi, who was the composer who wrote the Four Seasons.
Stairs. The
up here during the bell. So this is the park where all the kids are playing right down here. There's Laura.
So we just got a phone call from Jeremy and Elise that they're up at the top of the church, but we can't see them.
There's Isaac. Isaac sees us. Are you waving?
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
There's like games and toys and things set up here at the park. And this game is called Way Kick. This reminds us of Clask, sort of.
I like Clask more, but
I prefer Clask.
Well, you guys are more used to Clask.
No, but like the handles, complicated.
Oh, she won.
The thing, and there's no biscuits.
Okay.
it's kind of like soccer. They made it look like. Oh!
Laura and Janae sometimes talk gibberish to each other.
It's not gibberish.
Oh.
Luju.
Luju?
Yeah.
They've
We
been
understand each other. Luju.
Okay. They understand each other. It's a language they made up. All right, we found an outhouse.
There's no hand wash.
All right, Nay, let's go. Go ahead. No, you gotta do it. You girls want to go play in the water?
Yeah. It only feels like a bucket of ice.
It is cold water. Feels good though.
No. Too cold to feel good.
Luckily our whole body's not in it, just a little bit. Our feet.
I already fell. Yeah, she fell. Help me,
So we're right here by the Donau River. I guess this is an island in between the canal and the river. And there's just this amazing play area for kids. The water is freezing, but it feels so good to just stand in it, get your feet wet. He went through. It's gotta feel kind of refreshing. This is a fun toy. What are you doing?
Hopping on.
You're gonna hop on the raft?
I can't feel the water right now.
Isn't that so cold?
That's like when you like put your hands into like ice water.
Yeah.
And they like see how long you can keep it in.
So I think it's getting pumped from underground. You can see up there the windmill.
How are all these little kids in here?
You do eventually go numb.
I can't feel my legs.
Yeah, and then it feels good.
We finally packed all the raincoats and all the ponchos. It's not gonna rain today.
Not a cloud in the sky.
But we got our raincoats.
We're always happiest when we find the places where the locals are playing and having fun. So Janae has a little bit of a rash. We're asking the people here at the first aid office if they know if there's a plant. So we think it's stinging nettle, which can really hurt.
Luckily, it's a short-term pain. We do have hydrocortisone cream and stuff that I packed with us, but I don't have it in my like go bag. I have it at home at the Airbnb, and so they had an ice pack for her now.
Tomorrow morning they said it'll probably get better.
We're in a hurry now. We're trying to go to a symphony. We're pretty excited to hear some classical music here in Vienna. We're walking pretty fast through town so that we're not late to the show. The train actually had some delays while we were on it. That's always a bummer right when you're needing to be somewhere on time.
the piano.
Well, they made that really entertaining for our family. It was a good length, a good variety. There was entertainment, laughter, funny parts, and fun interaction with the audience. Yeah, when we were at the Music Museum, we watched the Vienna Philharmonic Orchestra do one of these last numbers they did where everyone's clapping. And so the kids got to experience that, which was really fun. So one of the main songs that they did during the symphony thing that we saw was the Blue Danube, which we were just in that river playing today, which is super fun.
I love that song too.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
So we got Caleb his gluten-free food to go, and then we came to this restaurant where most of the kids are getting pasta.
It's Isaac's birthday and he was craving pasta.
There you go.
I think that
Kendra and I are getting Wiener Schnitzel and
Käsespätzle.
whatever that
I
is.
don't know if I pronounced it right.
We're super sad. Tonight is our last night in Vienna.
I'm super sad.
I think everyone is sad.
It seems that there is so much more I want to see.
Yeah.
And show the kids. I go back and forth between being so grateful we decided to try to squeeze it in and regretting that we didn't just decide to be here,
for a
an
month.
entire month.
Yeah.
I love Vienna.
All right, World Trip 2.0. Longer time in Vienna.
Yeah.
See, but then it's hard though, because then we'll have all the places we haven't gone yet that we'll want to go.
You know what? We should just travel the world all the time.
So I asked Janae what she thought of Vienna, and she goes, they don't have very many toilets here, like one or two, but that's it. That's the hard part about Vienna. I just think it's funny hearing about the world from a little person's perspective. So these two are leading us at the moment. They're both looking down though. Why are you guys looking down?
Because I'm helping her. I already know where we're going.
It's kind of fun to have kids old enough that sometimes we don't have to be leading. We're at the back of the group,
We'll
just
see where they
holding hands.
take us, but
Well, we're taking them to ice cream, so I'm
They're
pretty
motivated.
confident in their ability to get us there.
I'm glad we got to see this place one more time.
It's my favorite. I've seen it like 5 times now.
It's just iconic to Vienna. So beautiful. Someone's playing the organ.
Oh, it's so cool. This is the €2. So guys, what we do is we pay here, and then you say a prayer, and you light it. So you take your prayer, and you say your prayer, and you light it, and then as it burns, your prayer can go to heaven.
My mom might be okay. Mom, my
Is
wish
Evie okay?
is to get a teacup dog in my church.
But it's not a wish. It's not a wish that I'm going to say to Evie. Okay, ready? Good job. No, you got it.
I do it.
You got it. Nope, we only paid for 2.
On a whim, Kendra decided to walk into the church one more time, and they happened to be playing the organ right then. Perfect.
One big bowl.
There you go.
But you have to repeat it, okay?
Isn't the banana and coconut amazing?
Thank you. Wow.
There's so many fire stuff. It's so sad. Oh, baby hamster! Baby hamster!
So are you just reading the paper?
Yeah. It's all in German. I'm basically looking at the pictures.
Yeah, it's hard to read in German when you don't speak German.
Out the window. Goodbye, Vienna. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen.
Good night. To yourself.
So there's several mazes.
Is that a dead end? Something's going on. Do you know what this just made me think of?
What?
Do you remember when we stayed in that place in LA?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Do you remember that?
What happened?
There was people they were actually chasing right in the street outside of our window.